We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Green Bay Packers and the Chicago Cougars. For the right to head down to New Orleans for Super Bowl 58, it's NFC Championship time. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go!
Down. And Houston.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move.
Lawrence going to put it up right away. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They were trying to liven up this playoff game very early on. Pretty deep throw, but good coverage.
I think they were counting on the defenders being a little tight, a little over-anxious early, and trying to catch them flat-footed and get a big play.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
On third down, Lawrence. And that is incomplete.
And third down is a key down in any game you play. And third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
On fourth down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Alert 3, alert 3.
They start the drive with Cook. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up. Found a little of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Let's go, D, let's go.
They run it again with Cook. And he'll push ahead for about 3 to the 36.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Watch the curve.
3rd down, here's a run by Cook. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll try the middle with Cook. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. Going play action here with Zappi. And that will be incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day. 53's the mic.
They'll run for it. Cook. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards, and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. Good spot on the field to go for it, kind of no man's land as they call it, and it worked out.
Yeah, they call it no man's land because your punter is telling you it's too short. I'm just going to punt it into the end zone. Your field goal kicker might give you a little raised eyebrow, might be too far for the field goal, so it gives you a great chance to go for it. Personally, if you have those tendencies to be aggressive as a head coach, you kind of like this spot because it gives you the decision to go ahead and go for it when you want to anyway.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Zappi. Throw left side complete. That's Bryant. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a first down.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
They'll run with Cook. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. This is caught. Touchdown! James Cook, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Cougars have struck first in this NFC title game. Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
On 2nd and 10, Lawrence. A quick reaction as he catches it off the tip. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
But when you go on the road, you're hoping to make plays that will take the crowd out of the game. I think that's a pretty good example right there.
Yeah, a break like that never hurts, especially in the first quarter. Maybe help to set the tone a little bit.
Could settle them down, get them into the game a little bit easier without that crowd really being against them.
Buying time to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. 42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Up past the 30, 2nd down coming up.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less.
Oh, Zappi has it knocked down, and the Packers pick it up. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there.
Got it. Set. 8, read.
Check 37. Check 37.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
From the 24, Lawrence. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
With a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field have covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6.
Pilot, 64, read.
Lawrence rolling to his right. Throw right side complete to Dotson. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. And this one is right through. And that'll do it for the first quarter of play. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. Oh, good-looking return set up here. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
And let's see, the Packers defensively 6 DBs, so a dime look on third.
Could play coverage or bring pressure.
Flush to his right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. Third down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out, but his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Zappy. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. The offense on third down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. Zappy looking to throw it on fourth down. They're going for Howard, but the pass intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are going to take over at their own 41.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. And this one is incomplete.
Basically, you're not going to outwork 2 guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else with the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Let's go. Let's calm the crowd. Nice, sweetheart.
Now Lawrence.
Rush in.
Flushed out right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Michael O.J. Mudia. He exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't third down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on first down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Let's go, defense. And here we go.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. 47 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Chicago. Isaiah Pacheco, 43 yards, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Lutz with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And this is not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
On first down, Lawrence. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Watch the run.
Up the, no, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Playing in snow brings so many other factors into the game. It's not just trying to take care of the ball, and we just saw there that that's difficult to do, but just trying to keep your feet and carry out your assignments and make sure you're comfortable while you're out there playing. Are you warm enough in your clothing? A million things going on, but the biggest one, hold on to the ball.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
On second down, Cook. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. 2 minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship. Again, it's Cook. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
19 tight.
Play fake, and now here's Zappy. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down. On is the punter, Townsend, as he gets this one away. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. 2nd down following the incompletion.
61, matchbox light.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, it had to get a big performance from this unit. And to this point, they've delivered.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
I don't think you got it, son.
Shift.
From the gun on third down, Lawrence. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Here we go. Kill. Watch twist.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with a 3-score deficit staring him in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
Watch twist.
Under 10.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Lawrence looking deep for Adams. Well, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence. Picked off by Trayvon Merritt. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends. And now 2 problems as I see it. First, you missed the kick, which granted was a long one. But second, you set the other guys up with great field position and enough time to maybe get downfield and get a field goal attempt of their own.
And it's complete to Adams.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Now Lawrence on first down. And that is caught. It's Davis. Now a timeout called with 3 seconds to go. And, of course, they're in field goal range in the final seconds of this first half. And his kick here is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. First and 10, Zappi dancing to his left. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The first play of the second half, a big success, over 30 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10. Give to Cook out of the gun. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. And Zappi to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 26. Zappi now on first and 10. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Howard. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. On the tackle that time, Dean Lowry. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the shotgun, Zappi. He dumps it underneath here to Lindsey. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tackles. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
The kick by Lutz is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They go play action now. Lawrence. And this is going to fall to the ground. Incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. We're in the 3rd quarter of the NFC title game. This is 2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw.
Check.
Looking for Dotson, and he's got him. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Marcus Davenport there to take him down. He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
It sure did, and remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football, not gaining yards.
Looking to throw on second down. Lawrence. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And now off to the races down the right side. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to the...
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Gabe Neighbors taking it in from a yard out. And the Cougars continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead is now 24. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember, last drive, they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
First down marker at the 31. It's third down. Looking to throw, Zappi. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And on now is the punter as he's on to punt for Chicago. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. That one complete out to Dotson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Let's go. 70, Indy. Double tight. 22 jet bombers. 22 jet bombers. Let's go.
Play action. It's Lawrence. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Watch the right.
We ain't giving up nothing today.
Here's Fromm to throw. And that is incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Reset, cut right. I know he ain't got it. Check 43.
Here we go. Gotta have it. Lawrence. Flush to his right. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Let's do this.
4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Good track.
6 guy. Check 6 guy.
Again, it's Lawrence. Out left to Dotson. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A gain there of 21 yards. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play. And now here is another interception. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. There he goes left side. The 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping to hold a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points here and in a hurry. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Now Lawrence to throw. And his throw is incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
From the gun, it's Lawrence. This is caught. It's Brown. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Mike 51. Here we go.
Lawrence going to throw again. It's Brown with a great grab. And he'll be brought down at the 27. And just a yard to go here on 2nd down.
Watch the pass. Switch.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. And Thomas has it. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
Lawrence's throw complete to Dotson. And it's a Packers touchdown. Jahan Dotson from 21 yards away. And the Packers are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And that will shave a bit off the lead as it's down to a 23-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And you can bet that they are starting to sense it now, that George Halas trophy nearly theirs. Their spot as NFC champions, oh so close as they try to finish this one off.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
52's the mark.
They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
Get ready.
On 1st and 10. Oh, now Lindsey lost the football. And the Packers pick it up.
I don't care what the scoreboard says, partner. You know who's winning this game right now?
Mother Nature?
Yes, indeed. Precipitation's winning in a big way. Sloppy. All these turnovers right now.
Yeah, well, this was the forecast. We got what was forecasted, and we've gotten a lot of turnovers. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Check.
Here's Lawrence. The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. Terrell Lewis from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8.
Here we go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pass to Brown. He's got it on the crossing route. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
General West.
And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. This will be caught once again by Brown. And unable to break away, they stop him a few yards shy. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and as a result, possession switches hands. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And they'll indeed take a knee. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. And the punt team is out there. It's not 4th down. Maybe the cold weather here freezing their brain a bit. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7 though on the return. And the punt team is out there. It's not 4th down. Maybe the cold weather here freezing their brain a bit. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked down inside the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Lawrence. He's going to let it fly. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
And that is incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
They're going on 4th down. Lawrence. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And my goodness, that means this next drive will begin 4 yards from the end zone already. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. from the gun. They'll try to run it. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Isaiah Pacheco with his second touchdown of the night. And the Cougars are closing in on a Super Bowl berth now as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And the punt team is out there. It's not fourth down. Maybe the cold weather here freezing their brain a bit. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And for all these guys, whether you're a rookie, a 10-year veteran, there's no feeling like this NFC champs.
And you feel like family. Never at any time do you feel more like family than when you're sharing the joy of being the NFC champs. And now everyone gets to say they're going to the Super Bowl.
And that will do it for this one. For Charles Davis, myself,